So I get set up. Okay, I hit record. Got my notes. Hi everyone, and welcome to the Flying Unicorn Live Ustream Show. My name is Shona July. I'm from Canada, and it's Canada Day. Woohoo! Happy birthday, Canada! So tonight we're going to be making a card and tag set with the beautiful new Authentique Seaside collection. And but I've got a couple of announcements to make first. And the first one is next week, same place, same time, Song will be here. And Song always has really beautiful projects to share with everybody and lots of fun tips and techniques. And my other announcement is each week the Ustream show specials are in the Flying Unicorn store, so one of the girls will provide a link to that. And we have an extra special this week is it's 30% off on all Ustream show items from tonight. So check those out. That only goes until Friday for the 30% off. So one of the girls will provide a link to the Flying Unicorn store. And also check out the July Your Passion, Your Art kit, because that went on sale this week. And I'm not sure if there's any of the kits left in the store, but wow, that was the most amazing kit. High five, Elda. That was such a beautiful kit to work with. So with that, let's pan over and get going. I did hit record. Okay, wait. Happy Canada Day. Okay, bear with me. Close your eyes. Ah. Okay, panning over, panning. Okay, there we go. Can you guys see my card and tag? Yay. Oh, it's so hot in here. I got the fan going. My voice is lining up with my video. I'm not sure what that means, Tammy, but I'm not sure. Okay, so this is the card and tag set that we're going to be making tonight. And I've used the Authentique Seaside collection, and it is gorgeous. Here's some of the pieces from it. Look at all these little pieces. These are some of the pieces that we're going to be using tonight. Look at this paper. It's just beautiful. And you've got all these fun pieces that you can rip apart and play with and add to your projects. Here's some more papers. You've got this one here. It's got some really fun tags that you can fussy cut and put on your layouts and stuff. It's just, these papers are just beautiful. Beautiful for all your nautical themed layouts and projects, which my daughter lives beside the ocean, so I'm going to be using lots of these papers. I'm probably going to use up every little bit of it on layouts of my grandchildren at the ocean. So the very first thing that I've done, well actually, for my cards and tags, we're going to be making them together at the same time tonight. I've done a little bit of mixed media. I've done a little bit of mixed media on right here, a lot of stamping, a few layers. I've got some chipboard pieces. I've added in a few seashells, which is kind of fun, and some fussy cut butterflies and some cute sentiments. So let's get going. I'm just going to pop these off to the side so I can look at them. Oh, the size of the tag. Here we go. Here, well, you can see the size of the tag compared to my hand. So the tag is about 4 by 6, and the card would be about 5 by 5 or 6 by 6. So the first thing I've done is I've just used some plain cardstock. I've cut it in half. So this is a 6 by 6 piece of cardstock, folded in half after I've cut it, and this is the backing for my card. And then I've just used some, this is just a piece of paper or cardstock that's in with some flowers. I always save those pieces and I always use them for something. So this is great for tags because it's got the nice plain back on it. So there's the start. And that's what we're going to start with. And then I've got this one piece from the nautical collection, the Seaside collection, and I've already distressed the edges on just this one piece, just so that you guys didn't have to sit here and watch me doing this all night long. So I'm just going to set this aside and I'll attach it later. So there's that one, and then for the bottom layer on the tag, I'm just going to do a little bit of distressing on the edges. And you can use any distress tool. I've got this one, and I also have my Prima all-purpose tool, which has a little distress edge on it. I use either one. So I'm just going to distress the edges a bit on this, and then I'm going to add it to the tag. So there we go. I'm just going to go like that, and I'm just going to rip it. Elda's still talking to me. I have to trim this piece down just a bit, and I am going to distress that edge. I love making cards and tags. Oh, you know what? I might have cut it down a little bit too much, so I'm going to have to trim this just a bit. And I'm just going to use my tape runner and quickly add this piece to the tag. So there's the start of the tag and the start of the card. And then I used, excuse me, I used some of this paper for the next layer. So I'm just going to kind of mark where I want to cut this. I just want to trim it down a bit. Got my fancy dancy trimmer here. Are you guys all getting hot weather? It's really hot here. Hoo-wee, hoo-wee. There we go. So I've just made this. The card is about 6 by 6. I've made this next layer just a little bit smaller. I've trimmed off like 1/4 of an inch on each side, and I'm going to distress that. Guess I'm gonna. Hope you all can hear me okay. I'm so excited, you guys, because I've got so much vacation time coming off at work this month. My daughter's arriving next week, and I've got 10 days booked off from work. Yippee! I can't wait. I'm so excited. There we go. So then I'm just going to add this on top of that piece. Doesn't matter where you put the white. This is mainly just, these two are like background pieces. Just center it and stick that down. There we go. Oh, I lost my paper. There it is. Eek, lost my paper. I think I want to show a little bit of white on this one too. So this piece here, I'm just going to distress this a bit. Okay, I think I'm going to do this side. Got really loud, the distress tool. I know when I watched a show once, some things is loud. Heat tools are loud. So I need to, I eyeball stuff. So there we go. So, and I'm just going to tear this piece also, because I want to stick this one down this side. So I need to mark it. I need to mark it just a little tiny bit below. Just a little tiny bit below there, and then I'm going to cut it. And then when I distress it, it'll fit perfectly. There we go. Distress this piece. And we'll add this to the tag. These papers are so pretty. I love it that there's teal and navy blue. What a beautiful color combination that is. I'm going to save these. I'll probably use them on another project. So then I'm going to add some pieces that I've cut out from this piece of paper. I've just torn off some strips, and I'm going to add them now. And I've also got a piece left from this piece, and I'm going to tear off and use some of that. So I'm just going to tear it. I'm just tearing it however I want. Just some different shapes to add in here, because I'm going to be doing a little bit of mixed media and adding some mist. So it's basically just going to be there for layers. Let's see. I think we'll add some of this one. Maybe I'll tear up a little bit more. Just a little bit of layering in the background. Add a little bit more of this one. There we go. Let's add a little bit to the tag as well. There we go. I think I want to do a little bigger piece here. Excuse me. So you all having a good summer so far? I guess it's not summer in some of your parts of the world. Hi, Jen. Hi, Robbie. There we go. I'm just adding a few layers in the background. And then, what are we going to do next? I've got my list here. Do all the layers. I'm going to add some clear gesso. Now, I don't think Elda's got any of this in the store right now. She told me that every time she gets it in, it's like gone off the shelf like that. So you guys will have to watch the store to see if you can get some of that. And clear gesso it goes on. It looks kind of milky, but it dries clear. And I'm just sprinkling on a little bit here. And I'm just going to paint it on. And this way, when I add my mixed media, like when I add the mists, it's gonna pool on top of the paper more than it's going to just soak in and totally change the color of the paper when that happens. So I'm just going to do this first. And it doesn't take much when you're using the clear gesso because you can't see it anyways. So just adding, it does a little bit of protection on the papers. And I'm just going to heat set this. I'll put it on low so it's not too loud for you guys. Hi, Lisa Gregory, how are you? I love clear gesso too. No. Oh, Barb's eating. Hi, Barb. What are you having? I had spaghetti tonight. Yep, thank you. Happy Canada Day. I guess you guys get July 4th is coming up here real quick. Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. Fun. Fun for all of you. Ooh, I almost spilt my water. That would have been a nightmare. Okay, this is almost dry already. This dries very quickly. Fun. Fun stuff. Okay. Yeah, I think that's, oh, maybe one hot shot. Hold on. Bear with me. Hi, Candy. Okay. get rid of that for now. Okay, now what are we going to do? We're going to do some stamping. So, you know, I always use my faux stitching stamps. You guys know that. I always use them. I love them. Now, these ones are not available from Prima anymore, but there are some awesome ones in the store by Bo Bunny, and those are on special for the 30% off. And I actually have that set, but do you think I could find it for tonight's show? No way, Jose. It's in my scrapbook room somewhere, but I have no idea where. So I'm just going to do a little bit of stamping around the outside edges of both the card and the tag. I love these stamps. I think it adds so much. I don't know. I'm addicted to stamping lately. It adds so many layers to the background, and it's those nice flat layers. And black, I love black. It's just the contrast of the black ink. I don't even own any other colored inks. I should get some. I should get some colored inks. I seen somebody made something last week with lots of different colors of ink. I think it was Tammy, and I thought, wow, where does she get all those colors of ink from? There we go. So I've done that. So don't forget, check out those ones in the Flying Unicorn store. It's the Bo Bunny stitch stamps, and they are beautiful. So we've done that stamping, and I've got this stamp collection. This is from 7 Dots, and it's from their Natures collection, I think. And you know what? I don't think it's in the store anymore, this one. It's just one of those ones that I picked up, and it's got this little stamp on it, so, you know, like a postage stamp. So I thought that was kind of cute, kind of perfect for this card and tag set. And I just did a couple of those stamps on there, and it's also got this adorable heart stamp that I just love using this little heart stamp. And I always do 2 hearts whenever I use it. I don't know why. Do 2 little hearts together. So I'm just going to do a little bit of stamping. Hey, if you guys have got any other questions, just ask away and one of the girls will help you if I miss it. There we go. So also, when you're doing, that's about all the stamping I'm going to do for now. When you're doing, when you're going to be doing a little bit of misting or something in the background, make sure that you use a Stays-On ink or an archival ink of some kind. That way, when I do my misting, it's not going to run. If you use a regular black ink, as soon as you do your misting and stuff, it's going to run in the background. So this is the easiest way. Okay, I need to find a piece of paper here. I forgot to bring something to do my misting on, so I'll just use this piece of paper here. Because that's after, we're going to do some masking now. Let's see, where's my mask? Uh-oh, I lost my mask. I'm using a different mask tonight. I'm using this one because it's in the store right now. It's from 13 Arts. And it's really cute. It's got these little sayings on it. I use this mask a ton. And it's got these cute butterflies on it. So I'm just going to do a little bit of masking right now. And I'm going to use some textures. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Can you see that? This light, sorry, my light is so bright. There we go. It's Textures Tidy Whitey. And this is from Shimmers. And it's just a paste. And it's kind of gritty, the Textures ones. So I'm just going to do a little bit of masking first. We'll do the Memories and Remember. It doesn't even matter if it's not perfect. It's just adding a little bit in the background. There, do you see that? It's cute, eh? I love it. Love it! There, I sang for you. It's Olaf's birthday this week. He's so cute. He had so much fun. I took him to work. Took him to work that day for a couple of hours. so we could see everybody at work. I'm just going to add a couple of these fun lines. I'm just going to add them on there too. There we go. Cool. Get rid of my mask. So that's the Textures Tidy Whitey, and it comes in a lot of different colors also, you guys. It's very, very cool stuff. So check that out in the store. I know Elda's, the Tidy Whitey, the white one will be on special for tonight, but I know Elda's got a pile of colors in the store. So I'm just going to dry this. Let me dry it. Am I still there, you guys? I had something pop up on my screen. I hope I'm still here. Oh, you guys are cooking? Oh. Okay, I'm going to dry this real quick. Make it bubble. I love it when it bubbles. Then you know it's dry. So pretty, and it's got a nice shimmer to it. Unlike molding paste, it's just kind of plain. Okay. Ah, it's all dry. Look at Elda. I got ink on my hand. Eek. Elda. Elda doesn't like messy hands. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do just a little bit of misting on there. And I've got two colors here. I've got Don't Be Swayed colorings and Well Blue Me Down colorings. So we're going to use these two on there. And then this is just water in my bottle here. I'm just gonna spray a little bit of water on there, just so that it spreads out more evenly when you do your misting. Because I just want to do just a little bit. A little bit more water, and I've got my napkin here. It's going to pick up a little bit of it off of the masking, and we're going to dry this for just 1 sec before we add the other color. I love this color, the Don't Be Swayed. It's especially for nautical, the nautical theme. It's kind of a beach color. Add a bit more water before I add the next color. This is just the background too, you guys. We're going to be building up these cards and tags. So, come on, baby. Don't die on me. I'm getting low on color here. There we go. Here's my napkin. Just going to dab up a bit. There we go. Dry that up. Shona scissor hands. Just a humming along. You guys are funny. I'm telling you. So funny. Not quite dry. Okay. Okay, let's just put those aside for 1 sec, and we'll grab some of we'll grab this paper here. This is the other side of this paper, and I'm going to be using one of the Finnabar butterfly stamps. Okay, just a sec, I just got to get you guys on screen here better. Okay, I'm going to be using this stamp here is in there, and Elda has a couple of them on special in the store for tonight, 30% off. Woohoo, Elda! I'm just going to ink it up. I'm going to stamp 2 of them on here. There you go, that's it. Put my ink away. And we're going to fussy cut those out. Just going to quickly do this, then we can put them off to the side and they're ready to go on. This is one of our, this butterfly right here. Cute, huh? It's very cute. I love them. I use them all the time. You don't even have to be perfect when you're fussy cutting them. As long as you put lots of ink on there. Just cut around the outside edge. So there's a big fireworks show here tonight. I might go to that. I don't know, it'll probably be at about 10 o'clock tonight, so it doesn't get dark here until about 10. So that would be fun. And then I just use a paintbrush, the end of a paintbrush, and I just curl the edges a bit on this. I'm just going to curl the edges a bit on it and kind of fluff it up a bit. See? We'll get these ready and then we'll put them aside until we need them. We might fluff them up a bit more then. Okay, putting them aside. Bring back the card and tag. What's next on them? They're still not quite dry. Just one more shot of paint. Hi, Paula. Hey, everyone. Hi, Mary. And next we're gonna use some gauze in the background. So I'm just gonna cut a piece of this off, a couple of pieces, one for each. One for there, one for here. Gauze is a good texture piece to add in backgrounds, and it's inexpensive. So I'm just gonna add a couple pieces in the background here. Might take one more piece here on the card since it's bigger than the tag. Just kind of fray it a bit. I'm going to use my Beacons 3-in-1 glue. Just attach it. Oh, this is double. There we go. Ah, it's sticking together. Come on. Don't. Just add that in the background. Okay, there's your gauze. And then I've got this piece of burlap. Now this was from May Arts, I believe, and it was in the store. I don't think it's in there anymore, but there are some smaller pieces in the store, like from Canvas Corp and stuff. So you can check those out. And I just I love using burlap on nautical themed things. It kind of reminds me of nautical. And I'm just peeling off a couple of the layers here, and I might even use them later. So I'm just going to add this to the background. And I want it to be where it's going to be poking out a bit. Let's use little dabs of glue. See, now we're building our layers on our card and tag set. Let's see. Now what are we going to add? What flowers do I have? I have a few different flowers here that we can use tonight. I've got 3 different flowers, sets of flowers here. I've got the Botanical Minis in Teal from Petaloo. Petaloo flowers, they're all Petaloos tonight. Love, love Petaloo. And I've got some Darjeelings that we're going to use. I've got 2 of those left, so we'll use 1 on each. Save these. This is what I made the tag on, was like this type of paper. And then I'll pull out 1 of each of these. And I've also got these ones. These are the jeweled flowers from Petaloo. And you know what? I don't think that these ones are left in the store. But Elda, I did notice tonight, I'm gonna pick this one apart. I'm gonna use it on one piece on the tag, and then a piece on the, or maybe I'll just use the whole thing. I'll use the whole thing because I've got a small one here I can use on the tag. I did notice that Elda put a pile of Petaloo flowers on special in the store, so there's lots of them. So now just start adding your flowers. I love this glue because you've still got time to move things around with it. And I'm just adding them wherever. I'm doing my little cluster of 3. Someone once told me it's got to be a cluster of 3 odd numbers. Funny. People get these little funny habits, eh? Yay, there's the flowers. The flowers are all done. Now what? Now we're going to do, I've got this piece of chipboard, and it's like fish netting, and it's from Creative Embellishments. You know what? I'm not sure if Elda's got it in the store or not, but I'm going to cut off a few pieces of it because I didn't have any actual netting. So maybe some of you have got netting at home. I don't, so I'm going with the fake netting here. And I'm just going to cut off about 6 pieces here to add in, to tuck in here and there. And I'm going to bend them a bit, form the chipboard a bit so it gives it a bit more dimension. And I'm just going to tuck it in like under the flowers. Just tucking it in here and there. And we're going to add some gesso to all of this stuff afterwards, so it kind of makes it stick out a little bit more. There we go. Cute. Cute. Can you see it? Can you see it? See the little pieces of chipboard? Cute. A little bit blurry. Okay, so let's add some to the tag, or to the card now. We got the tag ones done. Let's see, where should we put this one? Right there. I'm winging it. I'm winging it. Putting them wherever. Putting them wherever they fit in. There we go. Okay, that's it for the chipboard. What's next? Well, you know what? I think we're gonna, should we add the butterflies maybe? I think we will. Let's add the butterflies. I've got these little pop-ups, these little pop-up things. You can just use glue if you want, but I'm using the pop-ups for the butterflies. And I'm going to put this one up there. No, maybe not. Maybe not there. No, I don't like it there. Let's see. Where shall I add it? I think I'm going to add this one at the bottom as well. There we go. Okay, look at this. We're humming along. I need a drink. Sorry, allergies. They've been horrible this year. Constant allergies and coughing, and it's like I've had a cold for 2 months already. I've got a little bit of this ribbon here, and this was just that plain seam binding from last time when I did my show, and I colored it with the colorings. And I did a little bit more of it last night, so I had it all ready. And I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to trim off a little piece here, so I've got it. And I just wrap it around my hand a couple of times. Just wrap it around your fingers twice. Pinch it in the middle. And then use that piece that you just cut off to tie it. And this gives me a little fluffy bow, and they're just so simple to make. See? Cute. Very cute. So that one's going to go there. And then this one is going to go on the tag. But I'm just going to do one layer on this one, like once around my hand. Just once. I'm not doing it twice. I don't need it to be as big for the tag. Tie this one off. And that will go on top of my, up there. I've got a little bit of cord here also. This is from May Arts. I'm pretty sure it's in the store. It's some type of a burlap cord. And I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to cut off a little piece, and I'm just going to wrap this around my hand once to make a nice big bow, and I'm going to tie it off with this one. I'm going to double knot this one though, because so it doesn't come apart on me, and that one's going to go over here on this one. And then I'm just going to do, you know what? I'm just going to tie off. I'm not even going to do a bow for the tag. I'm just going to tie a piece of this around it. So that it is a set. They're both basically, you've used the same supplies, but they're a little bit different each one, the card and the tag. There we go. Save my leftovers. I'll use them somewhere else. Okay, so I've got these little tiny gems here. These are from Prima. They're from, I'm not sure which one of the collections they're from. They're from one of the newest collections. It might be the Timeless Memories collection. And it's just these I'm going to use 2 of these little tiny gems just to put in the center of the butterflies. And I'm going to use I'm going to use a little tiny bit of glue on them, because I find that even though they're sticky back, they fall off. So I'm just going to press that down in the center on each one of the butterflies. Cute little buttons. Love them. What else do I got? Huh, I got my seashells. Now, if you ever do any nautical layouts or beach themed, it's always great to have some seashells on hand. So I just bought this package of shells at the dollar store. I should have bought a couple of them because sometimes all you can find is the big shells. So now I'm just going to add some shells in, glue them on. Let's see, where's this one? Oh, I got to glue my bows down. Darn, I forgot to glue my bows down. Shoot. Let's do that first. Always forget something. At least I didn't forget to bring supplies out this time. I remembered all of them. There we go. So I just glued the bow down, and then I glued the little burlap one on top. And for this one, I'm just adding it to the top of the tag. There we go. And then we can finish adding our shells. And aren't these cute little shells? I love them. They're adorable. Sometimes my grandsons pick me up shells. Aren't I lucky? Because they live like you can walk to the beach from their house. It's only a couple of minute walk. So sometimes they pick me up shells when they're at the beach. They're so cute. Okay, we're humming along here. Where's my sentiments stamps? There they are. So now it's time to add our sentiments. And I've got this collection, and it's from Bo Bunny. It was in one of our kits, but Elda does have them in the store right now. And lucky you guys, they will be 30% off. So I'm just going to stamp it onto one of my pieces of scraps here. So let's see, what shall we do? I think we're going to do this one that says hello. Hello. There we go. And what should we write on the other one? I kind of like that cute little enjoy stamp. I don't need them all to be happy birthday stamps. I love having a bunch of cards and tags on hand for when I go to someone's house and I'm bringing over a bottle of wine or something. And this one's really cute. It says enjoy your special day. So that's really cute. And it's always great to have these sentiment stamps on hand for these types of projects. So there we go. Got that done. I'm just going to cut them out. Trim them down. Okay, there's one. Enjoy your day. There we go. And I'm going to use these little pop-ups, and I'm going to add those to the card and tag right now. Put a couple behind each one. Let's see, where shall we put this one? I think we'll put it up there. Enjoy your special day. And this one's just going to say hello. Hi, Darla. Thank you for coming. Okay, we're ready to put this one. Where shall we put it? Where shall we put it? Right there. There we go. I'm almost tempted to add a bit more. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Hopefully I don't wreck anything. I'm just going to add a bit of water, a little tiny bit of there we go. But I'm going to use my, just because those are so white and I just wanted them to blend in a bit better with the background. So here we go. Gonna dry this a bit. We're almost done. Only a couple things left to do. getting the butterflies a bit wet and shaping them and then drying them with the heat tool, that'll make them stay that shape now too. So now we're going to add some gesso. And you can use any gesso. And we're just going to, here we go. Got my hard as rock paintbrush here. And I'm just going to add little bits of gesso to like everything. To the chipboard pieces, the burlap, the gauze. It just, you'll see, in the end, it makes it all just blend together beautifully. A little tiny bit on the shells. Now, am I getting off screen here? Let me move over. On the flowers. When you use this little bits of gesso, a little bit on the seashells because we're going to be adding some inklings, and it'll help it. It's a good base on the shell. I'm even adding it to the ribbon. I'm going to do a little bit around the edges on my sentiment. Okay, there we go. That one's done. Me and my gesso. Me and my gesso. I should write a song about that, eh, you guys? Me and my gesso. The gesso song. It's the gesso. I know, I'm a geek. I'm adding little bits to the butterfly, even in the center of the butterfly. Fun. A little bit more of the chipboard pieces. Oh, I got the cord stuck on me. Okay, I think that's enough. I think that's enough of that. Put the lid on my gesso. Get back in screen here. I gotta dry these. See, I find that the little bits of gesso just makes it all blend together, and it's not, I don't know, it just looks like a really nice background to me when it's like that. I love the gesso. Then we only have one last thing to do. Actually, here I might as well add this to this piece now. This is the actual card, and I'm going to just add the top piece to it now, so I've got it all ready. Oh, I'm stuck. Oh, get off of me. Oh. Uh-oh, I got a little bit showing there. I don't know if I can get that off. Don't tear on me. Come on, don't tear on me. Oh, I'm sticking to it. Ah, I keep sticking. Okay, there we go. There we go. Get that on there. Good. It's good. And our last touch is we're going to add some inklings. I've got inklings in Giddy About Green, and in Penny for Your Thoughts. And we're just going to add some water to those to get them going. That's all you do with Inklings. You just add a couple shots of water to it. Add a couple shots of water. Stir it up. And then just add it. I'm doing little droplings of it. And where I love it is I love them on the seashells. I think it looks so pretty when you've got the inkling on the seashells. And the inklings are so shiny and beautiful. It's my finishing touches on almost everything that I make, whether it's off the page, cards, tags, layouts. I'm always using the inklings as my last final touch. So there's the Giddy About Green. And now we're going to use some of the Penny for Your Thoughts. This is the darker one, the brown one. Oh, so pretty, so pretty. Oh, I love it on the seashells, yum. Beautiful. So shiny and pretty. I'm such a geek, eh? Okay. We're going to dry that. I see one thing I got to touch up too. Totally missed a flower with the gesso. Gonna have to fix that. Can you see the inklings on the, let's get it, oh, this light is so bright. You can't see it. Darn. No. I'll show a close-up of it on Facebook. Okay, I see the one thing I've got to touch up. One flower I missed with the gesso around the tag. I'll just use my finger. Ooh, Elda, I'm using my finger. There we go. Couldn't stand it. There was no gesso on that flower. It's driving me crazy. Driving me nuts. Had to fix it. It's almost there, you guys. Pretty much it. I don't see anything else that needs to be done on them. See, I'm going to turn this one light off for a sec. Oh, look, that light didn't even do anything. Let's see. See the inkling on the shell? So pretty. The way it just blends in there. And see how the gesso just makes everything blend together? I love it. This one's a little bit out of focus. There we go. Look at that pretty shell. So lovely. So pretty. Okay, let's get rid of our scrap paper here. Move this stuff off to the side. So that's it, you guys. That's our card and tag. Now I've got 4 of them. Look at them. Look at them. They're all the same. It's awesome. I'll be using those on a bottle of wine or a gift when I go somewhere. So just a second, I will pan back over to me. I can visit with you guys for a minute because we're done super early tonight. Card and tag set, that went really fast. Here we go. Hey, hi. Hi. Well, that was fast, eh? So don't forget, next week is Song will be here, and same place, same time. And also, check out the 30% off for all the Ustream show specials for tonight. And that runs till Friday. So you've got till Friday to do an order on those. And I went over and looked already. Elda has a lot of stuff that I didn't use too, because she didn't have the exact flowers still in stock. So she added like 3 or 4 different kinds of teal, so that you guys have got a choice to pick from. And those the Bow Bunny sentiment stamps and the faux stitching stamps, they're just as beautiful as the Prima ones. In fact, a lot of the girls like them a lot more. So check those out. And do you want me? I wonder if my husband will bring Olaf out. Hey, Gary! He probably can't hear me. Huh? I'll text him. I'll text him. Maybe he'll bring Olaf out. Messages. Let's see. Olaf, he's so cute. He learned how to swim even more on the weekend. We went to the beach and he learned how to dive a bit off the wharf, so that was pretty special for him. It was pretty cool. He's such a cutie pie. So I don't know if he's going to bring him out or not. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you so much for joining, too. You know, I love watching the shows too when the other girls are doing them. It's fun to just visit with everybody and have some good laughs and everything. It's a sec. Okay. Okay. I'm wearing my painter's pants though, so no laughing at my pants if I get up. Okay. I'll go get him. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes. You ready? Hi, puppy. Come and see everybody. Oh, who's that? Who dat? Who dat? Oh, Bob. I'm a year old now, you guys. I'm so big. I'm a year old now. No, isn't he funny? He's just hilarious. He's comical. He's definitely entertaining. I have a lot of fun with him, and I'm really lucky that I can take him to work. Okay, everybody. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and well, I guess we'll see you next week when Song is here. I'll be there. I'll be there to visit with you all and have lots of fun and visit. Thank you. Night, everyone. Wait. Happy birthday, Canada. Woohoo, eh? Oh, you're so funny, you guys. Okay.